God robbed you guys. Yes, He really robbed you. Why am I saying that God robbed you? Look at it this way. When He created in the beginning, He created the heavens and earth, and then the last thing that He created, it was a human being. After He created, He said it is good. He didn't only say it is good after creating a human being. He said it is good after creating every creation. And the Bible says God knows the end from the beginning. God knew that us as black women, we were going to want to look like the Indians. We were going to want to look like the Caucasian women. We were going to want to look like the Brazilian women. And then when He knew the end from the beginning, then why are we spending thousands of dollars buying something that God could have given us for free? Because He knew from the beginning that we are going to want the Brazilian hair, we were going to want the Malaysian hair, we were going to want the Indian hair, we were going to want the Caucasian hair. That is why I am saying to you guys, God robbed you. Yes, He robbed you. And I don't understand, like, when He said it is good. What is good about robbing your children? What is good about denying your children the good gifts? Because He's a loving Father. As a loving Father, it is expected of Him to give His children good gifts, like giving us black women the Brazilian hair free of charge. Why do you have to pay for it? Why do you have to buy it when it was given to the other children freely? Don't you think we also deserve to be given that hair freely? Why do we have to spend thousands of dollars so that we can have that hair? Like, some of us go to the extent of sleeping with men. We go to the extent of selling our bodies because we want to buy hair, because that hair is expensive. I remember in 2015, 2014, like maybe 2012, 2016, I used to buy that hair for 6,000 rand. I used to buy it for 3,500, depending on the length. Why did I have to buy it when God gave it? When God gave it to the other children freely? Isn't He supposed to love us equally? Isn't He supposed to be a fair and just God? Why then are we, like, as black women, spending so much money buying the hair when others were given that hair freely? That is why I'm saying God wrote us as black women. God, I hope you're going to forgive me for recording this, but stay tuned also, God, to the end of the video so that you can understand where I'm going with this message. And then the other thing that God wrote black women is light skin. God, you know the end from the beginning. You knew that we were going to want to be light skinned. Why then didn't you create us? Why didn't you then give us the light skin? Why do we have to spend so much money bleaching our skin so that we can be light skinned, so that we can be considered beautiful, so that we can, like, fit in, so that we can look in the part? We go to the extent of going to the gym wearing a wig. I mean, we are going to work out, we are going to sweat, and after sweating, that wig is gonna shrink. You will need to wash it, you will need to iron it, you need to straighten it, you need to, like, curl it. And as far as I'm concerned, or the way I understand the Bible, we are supposed to be stewards of time. Now we have this time to be, like, cleaning these wigs after we have messed them up, because we couldn't even go to the gym for 45 minutes or 1 hour, like, wearing our own hair. We had to wear the wig on top of our hair so that we can look the part, so that we can look good. So God, as the manager of all times, as you have given us, like, time, and you wanted us to be stewards of time, and you wanted us to use time wisely, why then do black women have to suffer? Why do they have to go through that? God wrote you guys, right? Let me know in the comment section if you agree with me that God robbed you, because you're spending thousands of dollars on things that God should have given you freely, things that He has given to other people freely? Why are you spending so much money? Okay, I'll go back to the story of David in the Bible when he said, I will praise you, God, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. So, pastors, things are going to turn around. I'm going to take a detour. I'm going to be realistic with you. To be very honest, guys, God did not rob you. God didn't rob you. You don't like that you are a black woman because of inferiority complex. You feel that you are inferior. You feel that you need someone's hair to look beautiful. You have issues with being true to yourself. You have low self-esteem. You don't believe that you are worthy. You don't believe that you are enough. You don't believe that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You don't believe that God did a perfect job when he created you. You're actually insulting God. You are saying you didn't do enough. Because God knew what he was doing. I said before, he is love. He's a loving father. He gives good gifts to his children. So the problem is not God here. The problem is not God. The problem is your inferiority complex. The problem is your self-esteem. The problem is you don't believe that you are worthy. You don't believe that you are enough. You don't believe that you are whole and complete. You think that you need to look like another person so that you can be considered beautiful. You hate yourself. I know some of you are going to say hate is the strong word. Yes, you hate yourself. You spend thousands and thousands of dollars buying something that you do not need, because you don't need that. You don't need that wig. You don't need that wig. I know some of you are not going to like it, but I'm just going to say it anyway. It is your inferiority complex. It is your low self-esteem. It is your limiting beliefs. You believing that you are not enough. You believing that you are not worthy. You believing that you need to look like somebody so that you can look beautiful. Help me to understand, how is that love? How is that love? You look down upon yourself to the point that you even look down upon other women who have got no issues with being true to themselves. And the reason why I'm talking about this, it is because most of these black women who have inferiority complex, low self-esteem, they want to project that to other black women who have no issues with being true to themselves, like the natural hey girls. You even call them Farm Julias. You even call them plain Janes, because they don't have issues with being true to themselves. I wonder what the white women say about you guys wearing their hair. I've never seen them wearing an Afro wig. I've never seen them wearing a wig that is made of dreadlocks. I've never, yes, some of them, they shave their hair, which is like normal because you're shaving your own hair. But they don't go all out. They don't go out of their way to look like you guys. But some of you, you go to the extent of selling your body so that you can look like them. I'm not insulting you. I'm just wondering, why? Why are you doing that to yourself? Why can't you accept yourself the way you are? Why can't you love yourself the way you are? I know, like some of you, because I'm that kind of person who love the nails, who say, oh, Caroline, you also don't like your nails. Yes, I'm also having nails. But these other women also have the nails. I'm talking about this thing that you are spending thousands of dollars that other women were given to them freely, and you are choosing to spend thousands of dollars, and you are making other people to feel like they are not good enough, they are not beautiful. You are projecting your mediocrity,